This is Scars and Spikes pre-match show. So Lady United gets set to take on the San Jose Earthquakes at PayPal Park in San Jose. Sydney, Tommy, and Tyler with you as guys we get set for match 2 of 34 for Lady United in this 2026 regular season. Lineups, we'll talk about that when we get them. Any last minute breaking news about the match, we'll give that to you as well as we get them. But yeah, as we ask you to do all the time, hop in the chat. Let us know how you're watching, where you're watching. Daniel, good to see you. Orders are for me. Vamos to you as well. Glad to have you along for the ride. Anyone else watching, whether that's on X, whether that's on Instagram, whether that's on YouTube, where I imagine most are watching, please let us know. And yeah, we'd love to see your comments. Adam saying, come on, boys. Tyler, start with you as we kind of wait for lineups here. Just kind of a quick impressions of this match, just going in after before we see the lineups.
Drunk because it's only right that we have a drunken game between San Jose and Atlanta. That's just how it always goes. So I think it'll be entertaining. I don't know what the final product is going to be for either team.
Yeah,
I think there's just so much that was left on the table for both of these teams in week one. And they both have a lot to prove. Obviously, San Jose's playing at home, so yeah, they have the advantage automatically there. But you saw things in the first match for Atlanta that were much better than last season. If they can expound upon them and actually get their DPs DPing, then I think Atlanta has a chance to make something out of this one.
I want to see Alexi start. I want to see the 3 DPs out there. We need to see all of them out there together. I mean, Alexi said that he is healthy. And if you want to start, let's just say that Alexi's not moving anytime soon. Right? I mean, we've talked a lot about that. Is he staying or going? But if he is staying, we need to start seeing the cohesion start forming now, like as soon as possible here. I mean, this team's going to be changing, maybe a 1 or 2 more spots in this transfer window here, but we need to see these 3 DPs be able to show that they could be out there together and create chances. It helps that it's San Jose, who defensively has always been shaky here. So you got to look at Latte Loth here and say, how do you get him more involved? How do you get this guy chances? Because you need to get his confidence up. When he came here for the first few weeks, confidence level high. Rest of the season, it was sunk. And now you absolutely need to see him get his confidence up. And Miguel Almiron has to come back from that. I mean, I don't know if you want to say terrible performance, if that's the word, but I mean, my eyes are saying terrible performance because it was. I mean, it just wasn't what you needed from the captain of your team on the opening of the game. And you got news.
Real quick, we do have lineups.
Oh boy!
First, give a shout out to Jordan watching on Instagram. He said he is on the way to PayPal. BART, which is the public transit over there, was
80 degrees.
Yeah, but guys, let's get to lineups. Same 11 guys as last week.
Let's ride, baby.
Last week, so let's go through it from the back to front. Hoyos in goal, Baez, Beracao, Mihai, Hernandez on the back line, Alzate, Jacob, Cooper Sanchez starting on the wing, Salvador Chenitze, Miguel Miron, Emmanuel Latte-Lat, of course, leading the line. Taking a look at San Jose, Timo Werner, guys, is available for selection. Timo Werner is available for selection this evening against the San Jose Earthquakes, or against Atlanta United for the San Jose Earthquakes. But then just going through their lineups, back to front, Danielle in goal, Jones, Roberts, Muni, Kikanovic in the back line, Bolaroo, Ian Harks midfield, Jamar Ricketts, Buddha on the right, left and right, Nico Sakiris as your number 10, and Preston Judd up top for San Jose. So big news, obviously, is that Timo Werner will be available for selection for Bruce Arena tonight. No huge surprises, I don't really think, guys. I kind of think we all agree that he was always going to be available for this one. But yeah, Tommy, going back to your point, I mean, Moranchuk.
It's dead.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
dead.
you're,
Everything I said, just ignore it.
you have to ask. You have
Everything
to,
I said.
sorry, gotta start asking major questions here about Alexi and what his fitness level is. And Oreo saying so Tata doesn't trust Alexi. Chris saying the same thing. Really, this seems like Alexi's not in Tata's plans. This is sort of like Tyler. You'll like this, Marcelino Moreno, and
I don't like that
you know,
because I don't like what happened to Marcelino. But
right.
I get your point.
But yeah, you have to start asking questions, right? What Alexei Miranchuk's place in this team is. You heard the reports of Cristaldo maybe coming in. You heard reports of Galarza possibly coming in. So that tells you, and the Galarza thing seems like it's still happening, but that tells you, though, that they at least have considered what their future is at that number 10 position, what that future is without Alexei Miranchuk, and whether it happens in this window or that window, or the next one, I should say. I'm very doubtful that Alexei Miranchuk has a place on this club for much longer. That's just me talking. That's just my thoughts. I know Tata said that they could be complementary, the DPs, but I mean, this is now back-to-back matches where he has not started for what's been termed a day-to-day issue. He said, Tommy, like you said, he was healthy. This doesn't seem to indicate that either he's not healthy, he's holding something back, or like we see in the chat, Tata just doesn't have a place for him in the squad in his plans.
I mean, I think when you run it back to basics, though, you have to look at
Tommy's having a crisis.
You've got a guy who he just doesn't have the same speed. Now, you have one player that I fully believe will become like, official pretty soon, I imagine, unless something just goes like way off the rails. You got one that has signed elsewhere. So do you need to use that buyout right now? No. But it's kind of shocking still, though, that it hasn't been used, because that if it is in fact that Alexi just isn't fitting, if something's not showing right in training, if Tata has seen him for a couple of months now and realized this is just not going to work, then you've got to make that move, and you've got to try to. Now, I'm not saying try to force another DP in this window, because you don't need to rush something, but you need to free up that spot and see what you can do. But for this game, I think that's pretty damning that Alexi is back on the bench after coming out and himself saying in training at the training ground the other day, like, no, I'm healthy, I'm good to go. So kudos to Tata, though, right? Like, one, Cooper Sanchez playing again, let's go, I like it. But two, like, how many times over the past 5 years have fans sat there and said over and over again, like, oh, I wish we had a coach that had the cojones to go ahead and like put a DP on the bench when he's not performing? Well, if that's what this is,
not the first two matches of the season, though.
Pair, for sure. And
not the first two matches of the season.
Huh?
I said not the first two matches of the season, though. Like, right?
Well, I mean, but you're over there saying like, oh, his days are numbered. He better sleep with one eye open.
Well, I still think that, but I mean, it's just this whole situation. I feel like there's something more to it, and neither side is able to really say publicly what it is, which I can understand. But no, Tommy, I don't want to jump in front of you, but I mean, obviously you have your feelings on it too.
This team has a DP problem. It's what we have right now. I mean, we talk about it. You go as far as your DPs go, and right now, I mean, to end last year as well. I mean, it was all very mediocre here, and now Alexi's not even starting these games here when supposedly he's healthy, and he still made he still showed up and was still played in the first game there. He just came in a little bit later. They got to figure this out. You got to figure this out sooner than later, and you need to be. Tata's here for 2 more years after here. And when you said match 2 of 34, I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, I can't figure out if I'm happy that it's only match 2 of 34, or if it's it's like, oh no, we got 32 more of these. Like, I just I didn't want this drama week 2. I was
Yeah.
hoping get the 3 out there, see what happens, get the supporting pieces around him. But the other thing is one of your other highest paid players here, Stian Gregerson, is not here either. Like he is not starting here, and he's paid a lot of money. And we talked about this on Wednesday. What do? You got multiple guys here that are making bank, and they are not playing or not performing, whatever you want to say. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating that maybe they couldn't get some of this figured out
Yeah.
before the season started. But now the talk is going to be here. It's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to get to the summer. We're going to get to the summer window, and
Yeah.
Tyler's going to start going, Seattle Sounders, second half. Let's go. Let's go.
You
Like,
gotta freaking hold on to something.
when do you say that? Do you say that before or after, April 15th?
There's
Like,
a
that's the
formula involved, and I will not tell you what it is.
For the $50 Patreon tier.
Ugh.
I agree
Like,
with what Rob
that's,
said.
Oh, that's free.
Free Ed
That's the
Sheeran.
final.
Free Ed Sheeran. Let him go. Let him cook. Let him run. Let him sing. He's got speed. He knows how to ball. He came up in a
Mhm.
pretty good academy. I do believe.
Decent.
No, I mean I agree. I think like it's interesting. I think some things that you can look too much into and say, oh, why is he not being played? And it could just be something simple. And I think other times with as shaky as this roster has been with both performance and stability and everything else, I think it's not a far reach to look at Alexei Miranchuk, one of your DPs, not starting second game of the season after saying he's perfectly healthy and not look too much into it, or Stian Gregerson, he's your best center back on the roster when he's healthy. He's that guy that can put the fires out. He can, I look back at the first week and you wonder if he had been on the pitch if Cincy's first goal goes in. I mean, it was tough. It would have been tough for Stian, but Stian's one of those that can put out a fire, and he's not starting. So it is interesting. We know this roster is not complete. It's nowhere near complete, but maybe Tata's just saying, hey, if it's not going to be complete for a little while longer, then we can at least have stability and keep the same guys in. Let the young guy Cooper get some more time, and that I'm okay with. But I think I would be saying something different had we had Atlanta come out and look like absolute dog crap the first week. But
Yeah.
This wasn't 2025 Atlanta. At least they looked like they knew what they wanted to do, and they tried to do it. They just went up against the Cincinnati side who has freaking Miles Robinson and a bunch of 7'5" dudes that wouldn't let one of your DPs jump. So I don't know, man. I'm not overreacting, but I also think I think it's tough to be patient. It's tough for fans to be asked to be patient anymore.
Yeah. So Omer's saying, "Where's Alexei going to?" And that's the question. Yeah, no, this is definitive.
Where do the
right?
cup players go? Is it like, is there like a special place, like a land, like
That's the island.
what was it in Rudolph, the island of misfit toys?
Yeah.
Is that where they go?
Yeah. But I mean, is there a market in MLS to trade him? I don't know, because that contract is massive.
Oh,
Because he's a DP. So that's off the table. But I mean, I've been saying all along, if you can find a club that you can at least break even with them, maybe in Russia, maybe somewhere else in Europe.
Cook in Columbus, man.
Well, is Columbus willing to bring in a DP? Do they have a DP slot available? But I think Atlanta United just need to determine what the market is for Alexei Miranchuk. Again, that DP contract, the salary that he's on is pretty big, as Tommy was saying, and I have to look at what exactly it is, but it's quite sizable. But yeah, $4.8 million, almost $5 million a year. So I doubt the list of suitors in MLS is very short for that reason alone. And he's a DP. He's an underperforming DP. But I mean, if you can find a willing buyer, overseas, again,
come on, man,
you're shaking your head
it's not
no.
happening.
What's not happening? You don't think he's being sold? Or?
Give Chris some hope here.
Alexei?
Yeah.
No, he's getting bought out. And if you do sell
We'll throw
him,
it out.
I mean, isn't the point like wasn't it said like we're probably not going to get what we need to even like make it an actual like open the DP spot? Isn't that the like we'd have to still buy the rest of his salary out anyways? Isn't that how it works?
It depends on. Yes, that could happen. Yes.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
just like you haven't seen much from him here. It's gonna be a buyout. Just
It's
get
a
it over.
lot
Like
of money to
obviously you
eat.
don't have to do it. Like if he's gonna come into these games until then, because I think you could still obviously cut a hurt player. So if he plays in today or whatever, and God forbid he gets hurt, like you'd still buy him out. Like
Mhm.
you're still fine there. But I mean, as soon as you have a plan on what you could do at that spot, even if it's just to throw, a player into the DP spot just for a little while here until, the next window. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. You got smart guys in charge there that can, make sure that the cap is maxed out as they need to until they figure out who the long-term third DP is. But I mean, I think we all know that his days are numbered here.
Yeah.
The question here, though, is just it's still to me, it's just Latte Loth.
Mhm.
This record transfer. What can he start performing? What can he do? How does he get himself involved in this game? Even if because sometimes you got to make your own. Joseph Martinez very good at creating his own chances.
Yeah.
Here, we haven't seen that from Latte Loth. I mean, there's some days he's not even in like position. He's in the midfield and not even positioned to make the
Mhm.
runs. Like I am hoping there's something here where Tata can unlock him, but I don't
Yeah.
know. It's this is the game where you should be seeing it. This should be
Mhm.
the game.
I agree because
Yeah.
on this in this game specifically, San Jose is going to have you're going to have space. You're not going to get locked in like Cincy did. It's two different types of teams. So where the things didn't quite come off exactly, the timing was off, whatever for Atlanta in the opener.
Mm.
If they can try that same thing, I think that comes off at least you have better opportunities. I don't think you get stuffed every single time. Also, if you can be a little more clinical, I hate that freaking word, but heard too much of it during the Pineda era. But if you can be more clinical, then you're looking at maybe a little smash and grab. Who knows? I know it's asking for a lot, but the DPs have to DP. That's what it comes down
Yeah.
to, really. I mean, I'm so excited that you have a guy like Cooper Sanchez out there. I want to see Saba have his redemption arc. I want to see this.
He was close.
I
He was
know.
close.
I want to see the center back pairing become like, what they should be, because that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Again, Stian not there, but Better Call is still technically on just a loan.
Mhm.
And so you've got to start thinking about that future. What's going to happen with him? Because if he's being played now, that kind of gives me the idea that either A, something's going on with Stian that's not really, really being thrown out there.
Mhm.
B, he's just not showing well in training, which I don't imagine is the case. Or 3, Juan is showing out in training and just making things that easy for Tata to pick. It's just really hard to say, but if those are the guys that are going to be out there, man, they've got to start performing. And I hate that I'm saying this in week 2. I hate it, man. But the stain of 2025, man, it lingered well into this year, and it's just so hard to put all that away and look at this as a fresh slate.
Real quick, what impact do you guys think Werner will have on this match? I say he comes out maybe like 30 minutes or so. Werner.
Oh,
Yeah.
30 minutes left.
I was like, what? I thought we played it left.
No, but I think he comes on probably around the 60th minute, or so 60, 65th. I think he gets at least a little run out in front of the home crowd. Totally non-dependent on game state. Like, even if they're like trailing by a lot, I think Marino will still have him be showcased in front of the fans. But we'll see. It's a lady fan. You hope that he doesn't have too much of an impact on the match. But
well, they're probably showing
see.
our entire episode from Wednesday in the locker room as we speak.
I'm showing you guys, all of you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
And then
that
hopefully we'll get
Tommy's a
sizable
great
donation
guy.
from Bruce Arena momentarily.
Yeah.
Bruce actually called me and offered me a job because
Really?
I was the other one that wasn't mean about them.
I wasn't mean about him.
Your eyes said a lot of things.
Yeah. Anything else before we get out of here? Any final thoughts? Any closing remarks before we head off here?
You, depending on how this game goes, you could have you could have this fan base in complete panic if this goes bad. Yeah, I understand. I keep telling myself this is a far from the final product of what this roster is going to be. But for the sake of everybody getting ready for the home opener in 1 week from today, come hang out with us in the Gulch, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You need to show a spark. You need to show fans why to be excited to come to Mercedes-Benz Stadium next Saturday and see this team play. Because if it's another, God forbid, it's another shutout and they hadn't scored a goal in 2 games, alarm bells everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'll be the first one ringing them.
Tyler, what do you think?
I'm going to be doing my best to keep Tommy from ringing them, but like I just said, I mean, it's hard to look back at everything from last season and not let that creep into this season.
Mhm.
And I think that's the thing. You start talking about 2 shutouts. I don't care that it's on the road. You
Yeah.
have $44 million in the attack as DPs. You need to be scoring goals. It's that simple. I'm sorry. It doesn't come down to tactics. It doesn't come down to, oh, well, on this day or they're away or whatever. No, you have the talent there. They should be scoring goals, period. Now, do they come away with a win? I don't know that. I like to think that Atlanta walks out of this 3-1. I don't know that that's going to happen. It's going to be drunk for sure because all these games are drunk. But yeah, I think if this is another shutout, another clean sheet for the opponent, then
Mhm.
I think there's going to be some fans sizably frustrated for sure.
Yeah.
Oh God, Omar, don't
We'll
start.
see.
San Jose with the
I don't know.
touchdown. Well, and one more thing is, the newcomers last week were all pretty impressive, and that's a good
Mhm.
sign that the new guys that you're bringing in are that Tata is either entrusting or ones that he's
Yeah.
obviously helped bring in here. They were good, but defensively in this matchup, I'm looking at everyone back there to make sure that there's some of those scoring chances that. I mean, like I said last week, Atlanta could have lost that game 3-4-0. They hit the post. There was another opportunity that they just completely missed on. Like, we need to shore some of that up. And I know San
Yeah.
Jose is a difficult team offensively to go against, but they need to start shoring some of that up and not allowing some of those extreme XG scoring chances that we saw a lot last season, because you do have Stian Gregerson sitting there. And does that if they do allow a lot of goals here, maybe that does push Stian into the starting lineup next week. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Well, scarsandspikes.com. The match thread is going on right now, so go check out the match thread. If you are not you got something?
No, I'm just tripping out. I just saw a picture. I'll talk about it after.
Okay.
It's a Game Boy Tifo, and I'm excited. Anyway, go ahead.
Scarsandspikes.com. Our game there is going right now. Our match thread is there, so go in. If you aren't a member of Scars and Spikes, the comment section, go in and sign up for an account that allows you to comment on our articles. That's absolutely free. But yeah, all our coverage will be there all night long, all throughout the weekend, player ratings, etc., recaps, Tyler's first reaction, all of that. Scarsandspikes.com. Please support us. Patreon.com/scarsandspikes. We really do appreciate it. Gets you access to bonus content, bonus video, bonus audio, training ground reports, Discord, all of that. So patreon.com/scarsandspikes is the place to do that. We'll be back tomorrow, of course, 9 p.m. Eastern time for the Match React podcast. I believe no spaces tonight, guys, right?
No, I'm doing spaces.
Tyler is doing spaces.
I'm doing spaces, and I see Steven asking in the the chat as well. But as far as a watch along, we're not doing like an official watch along like
tonight.
we do where we are
Yeah.
all in there. But in Discord, the channel is open for folks to get in there and just kind of chat with each other and hang out. And I may pop in. I definitely won't be in there the whole time, but I may pop in and hang out with y'all for a little bit if there's some
I'll
people
pop
in
in at halftime.
there. So
Yeah.
not an official watch
Yeah.
along is the answer, but there is that
Yeah.
channel open in Discord.
So yeah, that is all for us, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
See you.